We know now that these high levels of saturated fat, palmitic acid, don't come from consuming saturated fats. Here's how it works. The body stores glucose from carbohydrates in the liver and muscle tissues in the form of glycogen. But your body can only store so much glycogen, and once those stores are full, many excess sugars get converted into palmitic acid and stored as saturated fat. This is the cause of elevated levels of saturated fats for most of these suffering from cardiovascular disease. It's excess carb and sugar consumption. Consuming saturated fats has little to do with this equation at all. The same misguided thinking that had us shy away from saturated fat also had us screaming bloody murder at cholesterol. Here's the truth that has been proven time and time again. Approximately 85% of our cholesterol stores are made by our liver. Only about 15% comes from our diet. Since cholesterol has so many important functions, when we decrease our dietary intake of cholesterol to lower our cholesterol numbers, our body's like, forget you, I'll just make more cholesterol to make up for this deficit. Cholesterol is used to repair damage done by high amounts of insulin in the bloodstream, so it would make sense that if insulin goes high, cholesterol would go high too, just to help correct that problem. To lower your cholesterol, lower your sugar and carbohydrate intake, or whatever else is causing too much free radical activity, not your cholesterol intake. Lowering cholesterol intake has no long-term effect on your cholesterol levels. Genetics can play a role in how the body is predisposed to operate, but we can normally control the outcome with nutrition and lifestyle changes. Usually a whole family will have high cholesterol because they all grew up eating in a similar fashion, not because it's in their genes. There's rarely a malfunction in the body that just makes one person make too much cholesterol for no reason. Your body is making a high amount of cholesterol to fix a problem. With so many people leaning so far towards insulin resistance, the problem most commonly is that insulin levels are too high. And your body makes more cholesterol to deal with the inflammation coming from this high insulin. As the body patches up more and more damage, the passage can get smaller and smaller and eventually clog with excess cholesterol. However, blaming the problem on the cholesterol would be like blaming firemen on fires. You know, hey, look at that. Every time there's a fire, we see all these guys in yellow jackets and red trucks all over the place. If we just get rid of them, there would be no more fires. Well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it?